everyone. Yep, Desi C here, and I'm just gonna cut to the chase because yes, it's another toy review. Yes, it's another NECA review, duh. But we are finally on the last Gargoyle member of the Manhattan clan, because Lisa is part of the clan. But yes, the last Gargoyle of the Manhattan clan. Oh my god, I can't get words out. Yes, we're finally reviewing Angela. Finally. It's been a while since I looked at her, and I'll go into more detail when I've got her out of the package, but she's not as PG as she was in the show. Actually, her toy follows what I'm doing. Anyway, as you can see, everything was straight in there. The tape is still there. No repackaging, no nothing. I'm opening these fresh. As I go down the line, you guys are getting to see them first at the same time that I do. So with that, I'm gonna crack her open and I will be right back. Well, one thing is for certain, I will never get free stuff from NECA. No, this, no, look, beautiful figure. She is gorgeous. And as I said, we are kind of matching in a certain area. But dang nabbit NECA, granted, yes, no, it's not. The hair is stiff, as I'm trying to, no. So when you plug in the wings, her hair is directly in the way. You either have to remove her head or turn it out of the way, which is fine. But now, because of the pegs from the wings, her head no longer sits back where it does when the wings aren't in the way. So she is constantly kind of doing this weird, you know, can I get the angle right? Yeah. Like she's always just sort of head forward. Soft plastic. And so yes, I will never be a sponsor for NECA apparently at this point, because I'm going to point out these flaws, and I will give them heck for these flaws, because at least as a Canadian, these figures were running at least $70. So they're not cheap. I want something that doesn't have simple problems like this. This shouldn't be an issue in this day and age. I also might be slightly spoiled now because I just opened a 3.0 product, and as I stated in that video, the joints moved like butter. It was beautiful. Things just plugged in and out just so easily. It's literally like night and day. I did notice, I didn't put attention when she was in the package, that she is the first one that I've opened that she has a separate just face plate, not a separate head. So obviously, and it's already, yep, just pops right off. So now she's faceless, and you know, now she can be angry. And you know what? Since I'm upset too, let's make her angry for the rest of this video. Why not? And that's a little bent out of shape, huh? Like I said, these were like $70 figures. These things shouldn't be happening. Just notice that the one peg didn't plug in. I'll try that again to see if she's a little less misshapen on the second go. Okay, there's another problem. Her face doesn't want to peg in. So she's not going to be angry for this video. I have to fiddle with the pegs, because as you can see, they are warped. Oh boy, NECA. I kept pushing, you know, I keep telling people, look, we need to email you for our Macbeth and our Coldstone and our Gabriel. But can you be putting out better quality? Because that's, wow. This is the first figure with already problems right off the bat. Also, of course, as they did with Demona, her eyes are not actually red. They're white with glowing red. So that needs to be repainted. At least she has proper teeth. I'll give it that. And of course, as always, Angela does come with alternate pieces. As always, they always come with alternate hands. Let me see if I can... Of course, they're flipping around on me and everything. The alternate hands. And because Angela didn't really have a gimmick and stuff, she came with a baby version of herself. It looks like if we were going to get a Gabriel, would have been the same deal, which it's very, very, very cute. I'm afraid to touch the wings. They look like they have some sort of joint so that they can move back, or yeah, there's a little joint there, but it's NECA. I'm going to be very gentle with this. And the little joint on the tail. Little joint so it can move. It's very cute, very adorable. Little belly button and all that, little loincloth. It's absolutely adorable. Although I noticed she kind of has purple hair. Not so much brown. I'll take it, it's fine. And she comes with an egg. She comes with her egg. Now, there we go. I was terrified. I still can't open the Grimorum that came with Demona, so I was terrified. But yes, egg opens up. Very cute, very nice design, you know. Very good job here. Let's see if I can, there we go. And not so much. She can't really fit into it with the eggshell closed, but she does. Baby Angela does fit in her egg. So very cute there. As always, you know, the brittle wings, which it is what it is. The wings were easier to move on Angela. I will give it that. It could just be a fluke. I don't know, but they were decent to move. The joints, as usual, are just, they are fine. They move very nicely. Same with the joints on the feet. Let's get her in her gargoyle pose. If it'll work. There we go. Everything kind of moves, you know, fluidly. You know, no complaints there. But granted, this is also more than likely the same mold as Demona. So if there were problems on Demona, we'd see problems with Angela. Another... Okay, it's a little bit I noticed when right before I was taking it out of the package, her hips were off, and I went, oh no, don't tell me they, you know, messed something up there. It was just turned out of the way, which, fine. Like, as I stated, $70 figure, you want things to be, you know, no, it's a little, her loincloth is a little off-center. Could just be mine. I hope it's just mine. I hope this isn't a widespread thing. Not sure. I didn't really, you know, pay too close attention to the reviews as people were reviewing them, because I wanted to be surprised. I wanted to see, you know, how my figure would be. Other than that, paint job is phenomenal. Like, she does have a very nice, beautiful expression. The paint job on her, great. Same with her clothes. I won't knock the paint on the straps on her dress, because it is a smaller area to paint, so that is more difficult. I love the little touches of jewelry with her dangly earrings and her bracelet, you know, things like that. You know, and I love, again, the sheen on the wings, so you can kind of see all the little different colors that they put in there. Like, they did do a good job in general on this. Like, it's just with certain things, it's, you know, so they got to Angela and they changed, you know, how they did the heads. I'm guessing it was cheaper to do face plates versus entire heads, which is fine. But they didn't fix actual problems. They just essentially made it cheaper for themselves while keeping the same price point. Whether you're in favor of that or not, you know, if you prefer faceplates over change of heads, that's personal preference or whatever. My whole thing is, well, then can you make sure that the faceplate pegs are where they should be? Because it should not be warped. Like, I don't know if I can actually... There we go, I managed. Took a little bit of work, but it's there. But you know, it really would have been nice if, just really would have been nice, considering, you know, other than Demona, it's our only, whoops, it's our only female gargoyle, and see, her face isn't actually plugged in. Because of the warped peg, it is slowly, you know, like popping out and everything. So that's, again, it's disappointing. But yeah, with our only other female character, it would have been nice had they put a little bit more attention to detail, little things like, you know, even if we do get a Cold Stone and Macbeth, I'm not sure I'd stick down the money unless they did a better job. I never will drag a company for, you know, just the little things and whatever, but this is kind of ridiculous. Again, I'm really hoping it is just my figure where it was this bad. I doubt it. I severely doubt it, and that's really disappointing. So I, in fact, cannot even tilt her head down, at least not with this face, because it'll pop off. Fun. As for the hair, I've already mentioned, you know, how it's the regular stiff plastic, so you can't really do much with it. I do like the detail. I like here where she has the shorter bits of hair and the, you know, her hair ties and everything. Again, when it comes to in general, they're good figures. I won't knock that. They are good figures in that sense. But I'm guessing, I don't know what happened here with the faceplates. I mean, it's been so long. Not going to bother trying to get a replacement piece or anything. I'll see if taking a blow dryer or something to the peg will help push it back into proper position. I don't know. They are good figures. It is disappointing when, again, one of the few female characters that we have, and there's so many errors. It hurts. And it's not like it was first of all, not the first female character they made, and not the first gargoyle that they made, and not the first female gargoyle. Like, it's those. Again, the model itself, again, whoever did the concept work and everything, like did the model work, kudos to them. They did a fantastic job again. It's just in practice where a little bit of more work was needed. But NECA, you make products. We're going to review them. Up your game. That's where I'm going to be, where it's up your game. I don't buy many figures, and I don't expect perfection, but I expect to be able to tilt their head down without their face popping off. This was a bit of a disappointing review. I've been excited for all of them. I was excited to open her because, you know, Demona, you know, had its issues, whatever, but great figure. So here's to Angela, final Gargoyle member of the Manhattan clan. I want to see everything that they, you know, changed or did different. And that's what we got. Hold on, I have to test this, because it's one thing if it's one face. It is just the one face. I can't even have her looking down and be angry. NECA. I am still going to push for people to email NECA to get our Cold Stone and Macbeth and Gabriel, because we deserve them, and the artists who designed them deserve to have their work, you know, put into production and all that. But after that, it would be nice if a company, you know, on the level of NECA's price point, but like I'm going to say with Mondo's quality. I don't have a Mondo figure, but I have heard very good things. But yeah, just some company that actually gives a damn or puts more effort. It is what it is. And with that, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, be the good that you want to see in the world. Be gentle with Angela if yours has the same problems. And I will see you all in the next one. And until then, bye.